Assalamu alaikum. Hope you are doing well. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Hi, so in this video we are going to solve this Power BI challenge, but this is basically a Power Query challenge. So we are going to use Excel Power Query to solve this problem. So you can watch this video explanation or what it is, or I can just put some details in this section. So basically challenge is that we need to find the event details, or which employee is working with which project in a particular date. So let's say this example says this Brian Lee, employee name. So basically he started employee onboarding on 6th September and then training onboarding on 7th September. That means this employee onboarding is finished on this 6th September because it has another event on the next day. And then this one is started at 7th September. So on 7th September he started training onboarding, and on 9th September he has this event shadow shift milestone. That means this training onboarding finished on 8th February, and this shadow shift milestone is started on 9th February and currently it's going on. So basically we need to find all these event details for a specific date. Let's say if I want to find for 8th February, then for this particular employee it will be training onboarding. So this is what this problem is. I am going to solve this problem using Power Query Excel. So you can download this data. I have already downloaded it multiple times. So let me open this. Okay, so at first we need to build some function, and I'll show you what kind of function we are talking about. So I'll get this data, Control Alt A P T. Now I just change this to date instead of date time. So we do have this date, right? And this is input data. Now we need to group this by employee name. So we will get all the employee in a particular tables like this. Okay, so this table is specifically for this Brian Lee employee name. Now I will duplicate this one and I'll drill it down. Now basically I'll drill it down a little more. What I want to do that is to find that a specific index for a specific date. Let's say if this is 9/6/2021, so that should give me this 2 because list is 0 based index, and if this is 9/7/2021, it should give me 1. But if it's, let's say, 9/7, right, this is 9/7/2021, yeah, and if it's like 2/8/2022, it should give me this 9/7/2021 because this one is started on 2/9, so it should give me the previous date because this event is going on up to 2/8/2022. So that's what I am trying to do, that I have to find that specific index for a specific date. So for that I need to use, at first I will try to find exact match. Okay, so for that I can just say list dot position of. So this is that date list, and let's say this is my start date. So I can date. So first is year, so that is, let's say, 2022, and the next one is that second month and 8th February. So 2022 8th February. So I'll try to figure out if there is a exact match or not. So there is no exact match. So now I can do this. If this custom is equals to -1, then what we need to do, we need to do this close of match. Okay, so that is this date, and then value is that date, specific date. So date 2022 second month 8 February. Now this list dot position of takes a different operation like occurrence as nullable number. So I have to find that first occurrence where each underscore is greater than this specific date. Now let's see. Now it's saying error, so let's see. That's it. So this is restored position of, okay, it's saying token else expected, or else in that case we should pick the exact match one, so that is this one. So now it's giving one index, so let's go back, and this is that index. So this is what this function is doing, that it just gave me the index which matches this closest one. Okay, now I can make this a function, so it should take only date list, right? So I'll get rid of this part and I'll put that input date list, or I can just use date list, and we need to specify the type list and find date as date, and as output will be index, so that is number. Now, so instead of this date, I'll use this date list in this section and also in this section. Now instead of this date, so what I'll do, I'll use find date, so that is particularly this one, find date. So I'll make this comments for future reference, and so this, and this is going to be that find date. Now this custom on, so exact match index, that is this one. I can just say this exact match index, final index. So I'll use this final index. So this is one function which will give me back the index, okay, for each of this employee. Now I'll make this fx find index, something like that. So this is one function that will give me this particular index for each of this employee. Okay, now what you need to do, we need to find the details for all of this employee for on that specific date, right? So I'll make a duplicate, I'll convert this a function, so I'll make this as a duplicate. Okay, now I'm going to use this that function, so custom function. Okay, let's pick the date first, so that will be easier. So date 2022 2 and 8, so that is this particular date. So for date, now we are going to invoke that group rows in this section, and I'm going to add a custom column, add column, custom column. So fx find index, and this is expecting the date list, and that is date, and then find for date, so for date. Now let's see. So for this one it's giving me 1, okay, because there is this one, and for this one it's giving me 0 because after this there is no data, so that is this one is going on, and this one is giving me 1 because this is also like 2/9/2022. So we get this dates, right? Now what we need to do, we need to find that specific row from this table, right? So for that we can use custom function table to records. So this one, two records. So this table will be this count table, and then the index of this record will be this custom. Now I get this first row, this is that second row, and so on. So I don't need the other rows, so I can just remove other column, and then I can just do this, that expand this. So this is the event, this is client, this is employee, and this is particular date. Okay. Now you get this data, we want to convert this into a function. So that is fx find event for date. Now this should take two input argument, that is one is this source table. Okay, so I'll put this as a source as table, and for date as date, and the output will be table. Now this for date I don't need that one, so I'll put this as a comment. Let's hope that everything is good enough. Okay, now these two are done. Now what I'll do, I will take this date in another table. So query date, and let's say 2/8/2022. Control T. I can just convert this formatting to custom, and that is DMMMYY. So 8 February 2022. Okay, now so I'll take this into Power Query. So Control Alt APT. Now we need to do this. Now we need to invoke this, but before that let me convert this into date instead of date time, and convert this into table. Now this is query output. Now we'll invoke a custom function. So that is this output, and this one is event dates. So input data, and this is going to be query date. Now you can see that we get all the data back for this particular date 2/8/2022. I can just expand this, and this is our output, query output. So let me dump this. This one need to be only reference, so load to only reference. Okay, so this input data is not necessary anymore. Now this is our input data, this is our expected output data. We can just change this formatting. So this is date, this is also a date, and that's good. We can just change this formatting, custom DMMMYYYY. Very small. Just copy this. So let me put into this section as well. Custom, that is this one. Now this is our expected output for 8 February 2022. Now I can add this 9 Feb 2022. Now if I go back in the query output, refresh this back, now we have this output for 9 February. Now we know this blindly should have two input. One is 8 February, that is train onboarding, and 9 February is shadow shift milestone. So if I go into this section, shadow shift milestone and training onboarding. Now I want to add one more input in this section. So test input, test client, my name, and now I want to put this. So we are using 2nd February, so I'll put current date. So control and then this one is giving me 2028. So instead of that 2023, let's say 23. Let's copy this one, that's better. 23. So this date is not available yet, and if I go into this section, let me clear this, refresh, and 9 Feb 2022. Okay, let me check. Wait a second. Now you can see that this two input is coming, that 8 Feb 2022 and 9 Feb 2022 for this test inputs, right? And that is not expected or correct, because this 24th August 2022 is not come yet. So we need to fix that issue. Okay, so that it's saying 2 errors. Now let's see. So this is 28 February. It's saying the index cannot be negative. This index cannot be negative, right? It's saying that this index cannot be negative. So we need to fix that issue, that this index cannot be a negative number. So you can just add this validation in this section. It's saying that, let's copy this one, new query, another query, blank query, and I'll put this whole part in this section. I don't need this one. I need to get back this. I need to get back this. Now we do have this steps, right? And you can see the issue in this one, right? There is no match. So what we need to do, we need to just add one more validation. The number filter is greater than -1. So we need to add this validation in this section, right? So I'll make this comment. I'll make this comment, copy this data, and I'll put this data into this function. So I don't need this one, I'll delete this one. Now if I load it back, refresh it, now we don't have that error and we don't have that lines, and that is correct because this date is not coming yet, so this is not corrected. So that's it for today. So if you have any other solution or if you have any suggestion for me, please comment in this video link, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.